All right, guys, was gonna try to get this in one take, but it's gonna take two. Having to get stuff moved around before the snow, get this thing inside where it's nice and warm. But this Chevy Silverado K10 has come in and is going to its new owner with some of our custom touches. I want to catch a little before video for him just so he can see what she looked like. Brand new 33 15-inch on the Rally painted wheels with the proper center caps. Very clean bed in this truck. All we gotta do is wipe a little dust and dirt out. And a fully restored by Kenny interior. And this is a 65,000 original documented mileage truck. Even the little Tik Tok clock is working. Factory radio that's proper. Air conditioning that cooled down to like 40 degrees in the summer. Vent temperature. All the doors have been adjusted properly. Closed nice. Small block that's been refreshed under the hood with all the paperwork, even a dyno break-in on this motor. I'll get you guys part two once it gets in the showroom, because looking underneath of this truck is where it really gets good. Tanks, connecting hoses, brake lines. This is a nice looking piece the way it's been put together. Definitely a nice unit. All right, we got inside. It actually looks beautiful outside, but the wind is bringing in some cold air, and it's going to snow, guys. So we got this beautiful square body inside. I don't want to tease you guys with this one, but if you're a square body connoisseur, you're going to appreciate this one. I'm doing this video mainly for our customer, which has bought, this will be his third purchase recently, and fifth or sixth transaction with Daniel at Davis Off-Road between his son, his son-in-law, and we love accommodating them. Some of the most down-to-earth, salt-of-the-earth people, love their square bodies, love where they're going with them. We're very happy to accommodate them. We've met them on Saturday up here to show them a couple things. Daniel's worked tirelessly to get them their parts when they need them. Power steps, all the other upgrades. And I'm really happy to say, when you guys see this one again, we're pretty much tailor building this truck to match a truck that he bought brand new in the 80s. So I think we're going to do a two-tone on this truck. Two-tone white, two-tone at the bottom white. I think it'll look really cool. Here's the picture of what we're trying to emulate. I'll drop that in there. And we really appreciate this family support. He says he watches the YouTube videos every day. He's seen a lot of stuff in the background, a lot of questions. That's what it's all about for us, guys. And he can attest. He's texting me at all hours of the day, early, nighttime. Might be 5 or 10 minutes, but I try to get a response right back. That's how we do with each and every customer. So multiply that and understand, guys, sometimes when you see me reach for my phone, even though I try to silence it when we're doing a video, as soon as I get off that video, Christian, AJ, whoever's doing it's asking me questions while we're walking back to the office, and I'm literally text, phone call. But that's what it takes to interact with our customers, and that's what we want to do. So back to the square body. Look under the hood of that thing, AJ. So this truck was done what I would consider restoration quality to original fashion as much as possible. Now there's some things it has had a repaint, but the clarity of the sticker, putting the hood felt back up under here, all of the AC down to buying an AC Delco compressor to make it proper. On an 85 or 90 degree day, I have the temperature reading of the thermometer of this truck showing it blowing 40 degree air conditioned temperature out of the vent. Crazy cold, but perfect. Everything worked out good. All the original air filter system, all the lines were removed, cleaned up, all the brass was cleaned up. Small suspension lift underneath this truck, 33-inch BF Goodrich tires. So for you guys asking about height all the time, this is probably a 3-inch kit. I have not climbed under there to look at it exactly, or let Daniel look at it, or Brian to clarify, but between the three of us, we'll figure it out, even though it doesn't have a sticker on it. But BF Goodrich 33-inch tires fit the fender wells perfectly. Probably would run a 35, depending on how wide you go. The interior is crazy. I'll let AJ pop this side open. And I'm glad you got to see it outside versus inside, just so you can see the color on this truck. It's just bright. This red is super bright. Upholstery on the seat, 60,000 original mile truck, perfect dash. Glove box doesn't fall on the floor. It's got all the decoding information here. Ordered this particular customer multiple cup holders. If you guys don't know, they make the cup holder here. Daniel's in the works on figuring out a way to do that so Brian can produce them and we can sell them and get them on the website. And hopefully we can make them with a little design and some other stuff, but we're trying to come up with some cool stuff on that very soon. Headliner, cargo light switch in the back. Both tanks work. The tank switcher valve works. Clean behind the seat. Got the couple speakers in the back like it's supposed to have. Still got the factory style radio, which does still work. I mentioned earlier, I think in the earlier video, the clock still works. Some of this I might be double talking about just because of the fact, guys, we are running ragged trying to get ahead of this weather. Four-wheel drive engages properly, everything works. The seat belts are proper, they work and retract and do what they're supposed to do. These are not ripped off the truck. OE style GM floor mats. Really, really, really big deal there. The embossed, heavy floor mats. Carpet, nice sparkle. Hopefully the camera will show that. Carpet is incredible in here. Windows work, locks work, the door panels are fitted perfect. The lower door panels are great. All the pulls are proper like they're supposed to be. The doors close nice. Yeah, tag on the door. There we go. AJ had to do a double close once again. AJ doesn't come from the era of square body, so his hands don't work right with a square body. Got the chrome on the tailgate. Probably will want to replace this bumper because we've replaced this bumper on the other two trucks to a step bumper, and that's no problem. So that's probably one thing he's going to want to do. We've also changed the exhaust on the other trucks. If he wants to do that, we'll be able to do that for him as well. Again, I showed the bed in the previous video. We need to just knock the dust out of it. It looks like it had a floor mat at one time, but the bed is very, very clean. When Kenny did this truck, he actually cleaned and buffed out a lot of the bed itself, but you can see the original seam sealer, which is now turned white, showing that it is proper and original. Sliding glass back window with the bright work around it in good shape. Most of the time that turns to gold or brown. It's got the trim around the back of the cab, which is going to make it nice for the two-tone. The two-tone would come around, go to the top, and stop right in this area right here, and then begin again down bottom and go down. But the rockers on this truck are clean. Who put that trash can there? Underneath the truck's clean. You guys can see all the stuff underneath. The tanks have been pulled down, all the lines. See, as dry as a bone underneath, clean, no leaks. The way you would like to see a nice square body. You get a picture right here. You can see that the fuel pump's new, the manifold's new. It's got the block off plugs in the manifold. This motor is a 350 small block with a small cam upgrade. It was put on the dyno. We have all the specs on it, which is really nice. We usually don't have all the specs. So it was broken in on the dyno. That way when it went in the truck, it was ready to go. Made sure it wasn't having any leaks. The steering stem sector shaft, so many of these little things to most people don't mean much, but you can see the bolts nice and clean. All this was pulled off and cleaned up and all the gunk and grease taken off. These lines were cleaned. Your brake lines going down are proper, even down to the proper wafer washer right there. The simplest of things mean so much when you're doing one of these trucks. So it means so much to us anyway. Might not mean much to everybody, but this truck was a very perfected, pulled apart, put back together, 80,000 original mile truck with a single repaint from Virginia that we knew the history on, and we even had the paperwork on it, validating the mileage from the previous owner and all that. So really cool truck, great for them because they love red. If we can do the red and white two-tone like he wants, then even better. Again, emulating a truck that he had in the past. And we're happy to be able to bring trucks to that level for these customers or for any of you guys out there. It's a labor of love. We've said that a million times. We've got several trucks leaving here, hopefully beating this weather, getting to their new owners that are just incredible. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of videos of them. 2 of them are some of the most spectacular trucks that have left out of here in the recent times as far as show quality. This would be driver quality or show quality. You could take it somewhere. It's just not as flashy with the tires and wheels, but the driving of this truck with the nice all-terrain, the ride and drive quality is beside itself. So we'll get ready to bring you guys a video on this Can-Am, so stay tuned if you're watching this one. Alvin just finished backing this one in. We got the wheels polished up. Going to a show this weekend, and then this one's gonna be available, but I'll give you a walk around on it. We'll pop all the lights on and let you check her out. But thanks guys for the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for loving the Squarebody as much as we do. If you got any questions on anything that we've got posted, commercial vehicles, work vehicles, even those boats behind you over there, happy to answer them. Just give us a call. Thanks a lot.